she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make him get slapped. It's so
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 10 block, ready.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's got a run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play action, now it's Lance. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Eagle defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Got it. Ready.
And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Room past the 35. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A run on first down with Shipley. And he stopped immediately there. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Eagles had 10-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
It's largely with the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. You look at this Eagle defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Black, 95, 6, mega, drill, 50, steel, black, Edo, blue. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A run out of the gun with Genty. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Right back to Genty on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready. Yellow.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
5, 6, here we ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
45, white. Set.
Here's Lance to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hurts. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Come on, Saint. You 50 green. Hut.
Now Lance. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. A gain there of 30 big ones. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
33.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
48-yard line.
Set. Ready.
A run straight ahead with Genti. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Right.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
52. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
The Lance going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genti with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score a touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 82 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Lance. Completes this one to Thornton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Black. Yellow. 43. Set.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 37-yard
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
22 middle. Red. 38. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Set. 33. Yellow. Set.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Lance now to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 22. Ready. Ready.
Genty is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready. Ready.
On the zone read again to Genty. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Let's go.
In motion left is a running back. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Zamir White in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin. 8 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Hurts. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Easy, 63, 60.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Yellow, 22.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
They'll go again with Genty. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A nice little juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
He's parked back at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
A.J. Brown.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Great, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Eagles first down.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Raiders.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Go red. Blue 32.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Set, ready.
On the give, Genty. Over the move. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 126 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. 33, yellow, ready.
First carry of the game from Zamir White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Up the middle, it's Genty. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.